It's WG, bring you SNB, and in this video you'll learn everything you need to know about the Armored Spirit and how you can make the most out of it on your account as well as get as high as possible. First off though, managing expectations and also what to do. If you finished off this boss, or better say it doesn't even matter, no matter how high you get here, the Armored Spirit is always better, right? Even the first chest of Armored Spirit is better than the last chest of Insatiate Spirit. So that's number one. Number two, look at when you unlock the next boss over, 12-8. You can extrapolate that only around starting from you reaching chapter 12 are you actually expected to finish the Armored Spirit. So keep in mind chapter 12 is a long way. So the boss is also to that degree difficult. So do manage your expectations and don't be discouraged. It is just a very difficult boss, especially once he jumps from the first into the second phase. But now let's have a look at it together and let me give you my team formula on how to take on Spirit Cacodemon. So this boss only has, you could say, two mechanics. Or yeah, realistically he has two mechanics. Number one, he himself and all his adds, so the guys he summons, they do a bunch of damage, so you need survivability. And number two, he summons a bunch of adds, right? He summons these adds and you need to kill them. You need to kill them fast because, where is it right here? This one, right? Hypertension. So when he summons Soul Servants and they stay on the field long enough, he activates his ultimate and deals massive physical damage to you, which could also wipe you out. So, your task, very simple for this boss, survivability and AoE damage. That is all you need to do. So, for that, for example, we're going to first start off with, you know the deal, Acapella. If you don't yet have an Acapella, bringing any other healer does the job as well. Next up, Starry-Eyed Aeona, so we can get some more healing. And then we're gonna finish it off with my favorite tank in the game. I don't have an Amy. Bella. So we're gonna finish this team off with Bella, and then it really depends on who you have. Like for example, you can run a Lamia, but do not run a Van Helsing. The problem with Van Helsing is he has an untargetable ultimate. What you really need here is the ability to target where your AoE damage hits. So Van Helsing isn't a good choice, but someone like Lemine is perfect. Someone like Insania Agaris, someone like Noah, someone like, let's see, where do we find them? Normal Agaris works perfectly fine. Here. Even Thibault is incredible here. So make sure you pick your two strongest targetable AoE damage sources. Could also be a fighter, right? And also if you're really fancy, you can try running a fighter instead of a tank to increase your single target damage potential, like someone, for example, like Joanne. So, now that you know what you need to know about the fight, let me show you what you do in the fight. Yes, it isn't anything crazy, but we'll do it regardless. So, for example, depending on how strong your Lamia is, you can get something very nasty. And that is, we're going to start with our first ultimate. And we're going to start with our second one. And then by the time we get to 4 cost, you see this hypertension, right? Charging up, you have to make sure you kill everyone before it's up. But if you have a good enough Lamia, which also obviously becomes easier with time and easier with progression, you can just use a Lamia, a single ultimate, to one-shot them all, because she jumps 1, 2, 3, 4, she jumps through all of them, right? So it looks something like this. And the Cacodemon, he really doesn't stand as much of a chance. But it is totally fine if you cannot do so. Using multiple ultimates to take care of them is basically what you're expected to do at the end of the day. So that is also what we are going to be doing here. So make sure whenever you do use your ultimates, you don't end up in a situation where you don't kill all the adds. If you don't kill the adds, you're gonna get massive damage. And if you get massive damage, you're gonna get wiped out, right? So focus on a little bit of survivability, but make sure you have what it takes to kill these adds before the blue bar. If you don't have it yet, leveling up your heroes, increasing your gear, potentially pulling another hero, All these factors can help you. And then here for this is, I guess you could say, the single target portion, but you can also do it with, for example, a Lamia or a Limin. They do have enough burst. You just have to make sure you can get an ability off. So now that we're through phase 1, does anything special change in phase 2? The answer is no. It stays the same, just more difficult. So we enter into phase 2. Also beautiful animations. And we wait, right? He is untargetable. There's no need to use AoE ultimates on him. It's not like you can damage him anyway. So you see it starts again off with the same pattern. It starts off with 3-3, then it goes 3-3, then it goes 4-4, and then it introduces the tanks. So it is pretty much always a similar shenanigan. You just have to make sure you can get rid of them before the blue buff fills up completely. Otherwise it's game over. GG. So let's get this out of the way. Let's get us a full moon. And come on, one more ult. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, one guy left. Uh-oh. Damn it, you see how this one guy is left? Now this is what happens with the ultimate. You see this? Yeah. So, but also look at the time, right? If we were able to kill that guy reliably, we would have made it even further. But look at the fragment count. We have made it towards the 8 fragment, which is pretty damn huge. So, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you were able to learn something. And if you haven't yet done your Cacodemon, make sure you do them before the daily reset. Peace!